Sul, hello, and Labis. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1341. We're about halfway through, and we're starting here with the Narva household because Irma is in labor. Oh, scary. Now, the biggest issue I'm having with Irma, aside from the fact that she's so sad, is that it's really early in the morning. So I tried to call Sophia over, but Sophia is sleeping. And so I'm a little bit worried that she's going to have a baby with nobody here and have extra risk, but we'll try again in just a bit. But she's only got like 2 hours, so I don't think that... Oh, the dog, Magoo. Magoo? Do you know how to go potty? Saw you thinking about a poop. Everybody else is asleep. Dana, oh my goodness, who broke this? Dana's asleep, Vitalia's asleep, Shagatai is asleep, everyone's asleep except for poor Irma, who I guess is nesting, and oh my goodness, look at how big she is. She's got like such a big pregnant belly. It's like a perfect watermelon right there, isn't it? I don't think we'll spend that much time in Lithuania this episode, or even this year since we weren't here last episode. This will be the only family we see here this year, so... Oh my goodness, can dogs be dyed? Oh, no, he's just sick, okay. This is why I don't get pets in this game, and especially in this challenge, just because they always get sick and then there's no vet, so there's nothing you can do about it. You're just kind of stuck. Oh my goodness, she's not going to fix this in time to call Sophia. Honestly, I don't think that Sophia would come over at this time either anyways. Oh dear. Well, it's only one number. The chances are not high that we're going to lose Irma, right? I have faith. This family has had way too much bad luck for there to be more bad luck, right? So I have faith. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Sophia, please. We need you. Oh, Sophia is sleeping. I guess we're doing this all alone. It's just us guys. Okay, Irma, you can do it. We're all rooting for you, Irma. You've become such a part of the story. Everyone likes you. You're a real character. You're very cute. You have a lot of personality. And man, are you surrounded by tragedy on all sides. Oh, the baby must be here. Oh, and it's a girl. Very cute. Okay, I've gone with the name Henrika. Oh, I forgot to look it up. I think that that's a pretty good name. Oh, it's apparently a Lithuanian name. So, a girl baby. Oh. Okay, let's do this thing. The numbers that Irma has to avoid are 1, 2, and 11. 2 because it's her first time having a baby, and unfortunately we couldn't get Sophia over. And like I said, everybody in town is a little bit nervous about this family. They think maybe there's a curse on them, so nobody else was willing to come out and help in case the baby was cursed or the birth was cursed, or it could transfer to them and their family. So that's kind of what I'm thinking happened, is why we needed Sophia specifically and not anybody else around. But let's see. Okay, Irma's fine, of course. And the baby cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Oh my gosh, the baby made it. The baby just squeezed right between 10 and 12 to make it. Oh my goodness, we are so lucky. Now, we won't really follow Henrika's life, but she'll kind of like exist in the background. Like, I won't show her roles on the screen probably because she's not really our sim. She's not connected to our main family line yet, but I was hoping that Irma would have a daughter or two because I feel like she and Sophia... Irma, where are you going? Oh, to the bathroom? Fair enough. I think that she and Sophia would arrange for their children to get married to each other. Their children would probably grow up pretty closely related, and I feel like they would probably be like, oh yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and dog? Why don't you guys go ahead and just get married, you know? It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Can we not lecture Puppy about drinking water? Oh, dear. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, doggy, doggy. Well, in terms of other things, there's not much going on in Lithuanian history except for the constant raids. And honestly, they're not even as bad as they're going to be soon. Oh my goodness, girlfriend, you have to go to the bathroom. Oh dear, is this dog barking? Hey, can we lecture you about waking people up? But yeah, there's going to actually be a pickup in the raids at some point really soon, but it hasn't happened yet. So currently at this point, when there have been sort of like raid rolls in the background, but nothing's happened, I just haven't been showing them because it's been such a busy couple of years. But, oh dear. But let me know if you mind that I haven't been showing them. It's just if nothing happens, then it feels like it's extra time that we don't need to spend, you know, showing the rolls. But of course, let me know if you think that that's wrong and you want to see them no matter what. What is happening? Does anybody see this? What is falling out of this? Are these bees dying? Is that honey? Yeah, look, this one's doing it too. How weird. So here we are at the Payne house, and we're here because we're trying to get out of debt, you know? We're trying. Our goal is 12,600. That's what our tallage is. So hopefully, fingers crossed. So we've started with 5,878 after Harper has gone around and applied that mite treatment. Come on, guys. Come on, buy our stuff. Mr. Brewer, please. In the meantime, though, you know, I don't know. That's kind of what we're doing around here. A lot of stuff is going on in the background. Oh, I remember what I was going to bring up. So basically, you guys remember how those armies are away at war right now, obviously. I assume that you remember that. Yeah, Harper, you love gardening. You're the best, Harper. So the armies are going to be coming back next year. And as they come back, what's going to happen is they are going to be passing through towns on their way home to their own villages or whatever. And, you know, mister, would you like to? Here, I'll come and make a snow pal just to entice you to buy our things, okay? I don't know if that would work, but I'm going to say that it works. So come on, man. See, once we put the snow pal up, everything's going to change. Mark my words. Anyways, so next year, the armies are going to be making their way back. And as they come through, there's the risk that somebody in the army or a group of men in the army might just go a little bit bonkers and end up attacking one of the homes. So all of the homes are going to have to do the D10 home risk roll. And we'll just see how it goes in that situation. Please don't play in the plants. It always makes me so nervous when you do that. Like, you can do these things and then you can play with your toy. Luella, do you have a cross stitch to work on? No. Do you have laundry to do? I bet you do. There's always laundry to do. Oh, no. I guess not. My bad. I apologize for jumping to assumptions. Oh, we're gonna meet this guy soon. Thomas de Beauchamp. Oh, a knight. Thank you for purchasing our stuff, Trader Jacques. But if somebody could just purchase, like, these things, the prairie grass nectar, that would be great. Now, Luella is going to go with Harper. They're going to go out on the town. It's night on the town anyway, so we're going to go out at some point and, you know, buy some stuff and eat some food or whatever, leaving little baby behind because toddlers can't go. No, they can't. They're not permitted. They're not permitted at all. But yeah, some stuff has been going on in the background that you guys might be pretty excited to see, I think, next episode, in addition to the war roll. So next year is going to be a little bit exciting. I don't know. They are probably going to be pretty long episodes because there's a lot of things that have changed in the background that you'll see. We're going to do the war rolls, of course. Hopefully, Esmond and Knox are coming back from prison because if not, the rolls for being at prison get worse. So this first year that they're there, I've thought maybe they have the best chance. You know, they've gone in pretty healthy, even though it is winter time. But as the years go by, I don't know. Where are all of our customers? Hello? Police! It's only a heavy snow. It's not even a blizzard. Please. We need somebody to buy our things. Luella, what can you do? You're very skilled. She could do some knitting. She's quite good at knitting. Do I have a knitting chest in here? Yes. Resume. Do it. I dare you. Well, why don't you sit here? There you go. See? Problem solved. Harper's just out here trying to learn to read. You know, if I'd have realized he was going to want to be a smart brain guy, then I would have had Luella teach him when he was younger, because it's faster for little kids to learn, but what can you do? Oh, that reminds me. Did Edgar inherit literacy? No. Okay, fine. He can learn the hard way. In terms of what's happening with the 100 Years' War, though, in 1341, Edward had to turn his attention back to Scotland again because the conflict in Scotland hadn't ended yet. Oh my gosh, Kennard, you shouldn't be here, buddy. Kennard. I aged Kennard, and originally when we saw him at the war camp, I had this whole big spiel about it, but I cut it out because I thought, oh, nobody wants to listen to me just being nostalgic, but oh, look at him. He looks so old. Mr. Brewer, you had better buy something if you've come back again. So yeah, basically in 1341, Edward III had to turn his attention back to Scotland because the conflict there had not ended. Thank you so much, Kennard. You're a hero. So the conflict there hadn't ended, and David Bruce had entered into his teenage years. He returned to Scotland in 1341, and he claimed Edinburgh and Stirling for himself. So Edward had to return to deal with that. In autumn of 1341, he campaigned on the Anglo-Scottish border throughout the winter of 1341 to 42. And what's happening around this time in France is that John III, who was Duke of Brittany, died without a clear heir. So this caused a pretty massive succession dispute because what he did before he died was he told two different men that they would be his heir. He told two different men that they would inherit his stuff. So that caused a huge conflict between those two men. And this gave Edward III an opportunity, basically, to sort of like wiggle in and cause chaos for the King of France. So the King of France sided with one of the guys, Edward sided with the other guy. And while the truce with the English was going to come to an end in 1341, and the French were worried about it, the truce ended up getting extended by another year so that Edward could deal with the issues with Scotland and also basically drive a wedge in France through other people. Now, another reason that Edward wanted to get involved in this French conflict is because their trade routes and also the routes that they needed to use to bring reinforcements into France went around the coast of Brittany. And so Edward originally wanted to launch a bunch of people over there to sort of help out, but he had some issues getting his fleet organized because, as we know, Edward is hurting for money pretty bad. So it wasn't until 1342 that Edward's men were able to finally come over. They met with the French in battle, and the French took heavy casualties, but really nothing was accomplished other than that. There were some sieges launched that were unsuccessful. There were some more raids into the countryside to demoralize the French people and sort of like destroy the countryside. But, you know, that was about it for what happened. Oh, buddy, you've got to go to the bathroom. An egg is ready to hatch. Oh my gosh, this is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to us. Go, 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 Luella, because we've got, what, like 2 chickens in here? Is that it? Oh, we've got 3 now. Oh, we're on the up and up. So I'm going to now close the live-in store, but not do the taxes yet because we're going to carry on with it. And then Harper and Luella are going to go out for a night on the town. And when we come back, we'll open this again and keep running the store. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and ask for a table, please. Harper's really hungry. He wants to order a pizza because he's a lazy bones. Don't nap lazily. Don't do it. Yeah, I like the idea of these two chatting. I think that being left alone together just with a kid around... Does Ely? Hey, dude. I think that probably would have made them, like, a lot closer. Oh, sing it, Luella. You know, something else that's really interesting about Henry of Grosmont, who's our current Earl and is a real character, oh my gosh, is that in 1340, perhaps 1341, he was actually imprisoned twice in the Low Countries for Edward III. I'm assuming because of debt, but I didn't look into it that closely. During his time there, though, he was treated really well. He was given 5 marks a day for expenses. Because remember, you had to pay for your own captivity, even if you were being held prisoner, even if you were being held for ransom. And while he was there, he was also allowed to attend a joust in early December of 1340. But he was back again in England by early October 1341. And a few weeks later, he celebrated Christmas by leading a joust in Scotland, where this is crazy, where during this joust, the participants agreed not to wear any protective clothing at all, which quite frankly is just insane. Like, there's no way around it. That's like an insane choice to make, but that's what they did. Unsurprisingly, 2 English knights were killed. Henry himself badly wounded another lord, and as you might be able to tell from this story, he was a very enthusiastic jouster. What a character. Oh my gosh. Harper, did you just fall asleep mid-conversation? You are such a weirdo. Now listen, I know a lot of people are not that into Knox, and honestly, I kind of like the idea of Harper and Luella together myself. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with the whole prison thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of like them together. Harper's quite a bit younger than she is, but you know, Luella likes being bossy, I think, and I think that she would really enjoy being with somebody who is quite a lot younger than she was. That's just my take on things. Oh, they just became good friends. That's cute. Harper, are you still eating? Yeah, good. Oh, Luella, don't do it. Luella, just because you had a lot of feelings about the fact that you've been left alone to take care of all of this stuff and your husband has really let you down, like, oh my goodness. You don't need to take it out on poor Harper. He's just like trying to help you out here. Well, I don't know. He's just kind of left behind, but you know, at least he's doing stuff. See, she likes him, and he's not even upset that she yelled at him, so good news all around. You know what? I think since it's free, we're gonna double up on food. They can't stop us. They can't make us not. Okay, let's get these guys home. Nothing chaotic happened. Oh, Luella's gonna read little buddy to sleep. It's good to be literate. She's such a good mom. So here we are at the Fitzroys. Well, actually, I've kind of cheated because here we are at the Brewers. Please come and invite her in. Oh, she already is coming in. Because, well, okay. This baby's not going to be messing around, I can tell. So here we are at the Fitzroy Brewers, where Gyda, which is Alexander's soulmate, is giving birth to his first child, which is very exciting. Marisol is here, so we don't have to worry about the extra role. Oh, and it's a boy. That's so cute. Okay. A name. I forgot to look for names for her children. Possibilities. I've decided to go with the name Conrad. I don't know what it means, but that's what we're gonna go for these guys. So Gyda's just given birth to their first baby, a son. Oh, very cute. What are you up to? Oh my goodness, what is... Oh! What? Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Your wife has just had a baby, sir. I closed the roller, so I have to open it again. So this first number doesn't count. Gyda cannot roll the number 1 or 11. That's it. First one doesn't count. So number 14, she's fine. And the baby Conrad cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. And the baby is fine. Okay, what a good half year for babies. Oh my gosh. Conrad Brewer, welcome to the world, little dude. Oh my gosh. Alex, no! What are you doing? Oh my gosh, I thought because it had canceled out, he'd stopped. Alexander, oh my gosh, he's doing it. They're doing it. Oh my gosh, Alexander, no, no. Oh my gosh, what? Alexander, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd say something's not right. You just cheated on your wife who just had a son with you. Why did he do that? And now he wants to go and kiss his wife? Mister, I think you're confused. Also, where did Marisol go? She like sprinted out of here. She's like, oh no, she's right there. If she's pregnant, oh my God. If she's pregnant, the wrong thing to click. What? That's a wrong thing to click. If she's pregnant, that's gonna cause so many issues because her husband is definitely not here and definitely has not been here for like 2 years. So if he doesn't get back until the end of next year, if she's pregnant now, she'll already have the baby by then, won't she? What? Guys, I know that you saved her life, but like, this is bad. Oh my gosh. I didn't see that coming from Marisol, but then again, she's so lonely, isn't she? What are they talking to each other about? Is Marisol flirting with her? Nah, just talking. Oh, he's getting over this quickly. My goodness. I don't understand though, because he has a crush on his wife. She's also his soulmate, so I don't really understand what possessed them. I don't know who initiated it. Maybe Marisol initiated it. That would kind of fit, wouldn't it? Because if she initiated it because she's lonely, I mean, she is lonely. Not right now, but normally she is. She's just in that house with all those children and nobody but hired help. It's not really a wonder that she did something crazy like that, is it? Oh, but you. We weren't even supposed to be here that long, and we haven't even done half of the things that we were supposed to do, but that kind of did shock me. My friend, Marisol's so lonely, she's even eating here. In the servants' quarters. It's really sad. I see a welcome wagon. Is it that guy? No, it's not. Well, whatever. Okay, you finished eating. Can you go ahead and make some food or a cake for your wifey? I don't know, maybe they're all into it. I don't know, it happened behind Gyda's back while she like literally had just given birth. Alexander, it's late. It's a bit late for that. Do they even have any romance? No, none. Well, I don't know. Oh, are you part of the welcome wagon? Happy birthday, Gyda. Gyda was part of a family that was shared by the Orchid 914. Yeah, you can be an overachiever, my friend. So she's romantic, she's creative, and generous. Oh my gosh. What a wonderful sim. And I can see that she has a romance one. This one. Soulmate. Oh, and she's a valedictorian. How exciting. Go ahead and put some birthday candles on that because you know I hate having to make those cakes again every house we go to. Oh, happy birthday, Gyda. Let's have you resume your rainbow cross stitch and then we will do your rolls. Now for Gyda to complete her young adult age up successfully, she just cannot roll the numbers 6 or 14. So 5. That's real close. That's too close, but she's totally okay. Thank goodness. But yeah, Gyda is, regardless of how he acted, Gyda is in fact Alexander's soulmate. They got married last year, but then the triplets thing really threw me off, and I ended up not going into it. Oh my gosh, it's already 1 p.m. in game. So yeah, I ended up not going into it in the end because that episode was already really long and the triplets thing took precedence. But Gyda and Alexander are in fact soulmates. They're together now. But on that note, we're going to pop over to the Brewers really quickly. I feel so bad because we haven't spent any time at the Brewers, even though they've had a couple of birthdays. But today is Annie's birthday to a teen, and I feel like she has potential to become an interesting character as a little kleptomaniac. So we'll see. We'll see what her next role is. Now, Arden is so cute. I was so bummed. I like gushed over this kid for forever before I really did. She's self-assured and gregarious, and she rolled to become a creative prodigy. And I feel like she really wants to become sort of like somebody who's a part of the same field as her parents. Whereas her sister, little Annie, may not have the same intentions, our little creative kleptomaniac, you know what I mean? No, don't worry about that. Elizabeth still wants to have another child. And Marjorie and Aiken, I guess you guys can go ahead and do a woohoo, actually. Everyone, or by everyone, I mean girls, come down here. It's time for Annie's birthday. Annie, it's you. Okay, Annie. Okay. I don't know why it won't let us do it on the table anymore. Okay, Annie, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. She's got a little gap tooth too. There's a lot of gap tooths going on. Okay, bye, Annie. Sorry that you're sad. And then Elizabeth, why don't you go ahead and add some birthday candles? And little Missy, why don't you clean that up? We have like oh, so she's a kleptomaniac and erratic. Unpredictable emotions I can deal with. It's the other stuff that comes with this that I don't much care for. But okay for now. And we are going to roll to see what the aspiration's going to be. Of a d20, 5. Would have been best if she'd have gotten deviance, but she got mead instead. So I don't know, maybe she goes around robbing people and stuff while she's trying to make mead. I don't know. Let's get her in cast and see, is she gonna make it through this roll, you know? Is she gonna make it? Okay, so Annie cannot roll the number 7 if she wants to live. 14. Good. And will she get married? She will. Super married. And how many babies is she gonna have? First one never counts. 12 baby tries. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to leave the Brewers here so that we have time to do any more of a sale and so that we can, you know, figure out our whole finances situation at the Paynes. So I'll see you when we get back there. Is it warm enough to be able to plant these? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, he's going to go out there and plant those. He's going to go harvest some prairie grass because we did not take enough spinach this year. I think we got 6 spinach. Like, it's not good. Yeah, gather some wild honey. Luella's gonna make some food. What's the baby doing? He's just wandering around. Why don't you go and rock on that? Do that. Do some stacking. I don't know. You know, baby stuff. Can you go potty? Excellent. Yes. But yeah, here we are. Hopefully people come and buy our stuff because honestly, like, it's worth a lot more if people buy it from here. Please. Because we can sell it for about half of what we're charging. So crazy. But really, we need it, guys. So please help us out. We've got not even enough before we've paid our taxes. Please help us. Luella, while we're waiting for everyone to sort of like do their stuff, will you please search the pockets and do the laundry for us? Is anything else finally aged? Maybe people just aren't after... Yeah, collect all. Collect all. Oh, nice job, Harper. You found some vitality nectar, huh? Not yet aged. Okay, we'll put it in here. Somebody bought something. Oh no, that was our laundry pockets, searching pockets. Once we've got them out of prison, because that is kind of like my number one goal right now, once we've done that is when we'll go ahead and get things going, like the mini sheep, mini goats, and some, cows. Sorry, we're trying to get our family members out of prison, but yeah, Leif! Leif came through. Thanks, Leif. Oh, you just saved our bacon, dude. Although we're still not enough with the taxes and everything, but like, woo. Oh yeah, I guess in other news, I've been trying as hard as I can to hold on to as many of the family members as possible and show as much of their lives as possible for as long as possible. Because, you know, I wanted to do it that way because I thought it would, well, for one, make the plague even more horrible than it's gonna be. Just kidding, kind of. But the thing is that we're getting to the point now that we don't even have enough time for everyone. Do you know what I mean? That's why we haven't been able to see the Brewers, even though they've had 2 other birthdays. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that what we should do is try and keep a couple of Sims from each family line. For example, keep a Sim or 2 from the Hoggins, a Sim or 2 from the Greystrokes, a Sim or 2 from the, Brewers, a Sim or 2 from the Fitzroys, blah, 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 blah. Or if you think that we should just focus our attention more on specific families, for example, the Hoggins or the Greystrokes or the Brewers or whatever. Come on, people. We need like one more big sale. Is anybody even coming or are you just hanging out down here? Oh, Darius is coming. I don't know that he has any money. Hatchable. Oh my gosh. Yes. Come on, Darius. I know it's a trek, but buy just one nectar. It has to be a nectar. If you buy a jewel or a gem or whatever that thing is, it's not going to help us. Has to be a nectar. Come on, man. Come on. You can do it. You can help us, buddy. You've recovered from tuberculosis? You're suddenly having babies again? Don't you want some nectar to celebrate? Dang it. He might just be faking us out, making us think that he doesn't want it when he really does. Might change his mind. See, he's coming back to look again. You want to celebrate with a nice bottle of nectar crushed under the feet of your distant relative? Transported a long ways. He might just be faking us out again. Come on, buddy. You know you want to. You know you want to. Look at it. It looks so beautiful, doesn't it? It's finely aged. It's wonderful quality. Come on. Dang it! Darius, come on, man. Now, like I said last time, we're in a bit of a baby boom, so babies are going to be coming at least one a day for the foreseeable future. So I hope everyone's okay with babies being born. But if you think that not getting shown would also help to keep an eye on the grown folk and just maybe having that at the end, that could be another thing we could do to be able to keep more of an eye on the older Sims, especially since we don't even know if the babies are going to make it or not. You know what I mean? So that could be a solution that we could do, because after the plague, we won't have as many Sims left. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Laura, I appreciate the purchase, but I said I need a bottle of nectar to be sold. Sir? Dusk Guthrie? What the heck kind of outfit is this, mister? I'm gonna look past it if you buy goods from us. But it has to be a nectar, my friend. Oh, Heidi. Heidi, you can't be here. Heidi, you've got to go home. By home, I mean go to the camp. You gotta go, Heidi. You can't be here. She came looking for a husband. I was like, where is he? In prison? I leave here for 2 years. Oh, dude, you walked all this way for nothing? And in that outfit? What an affront. What an absolute affront. Oh my gosh, we're like 200 simoleons short of being able to get our family members back. Crumple Bottom, stomp on over here and buy our nectar, please. We're literally like 150 simoleons short. Okay, you can buy the crystal if you really want to. It might be enough. Oh, Esmond snuck out. Actually, you could sneak out of prison. I didn't even tell everything about the prisons. Oh yeah, I meant to say sorry if that bothered people. Normally I do a much better job with the timestamps, but I couldn't help but notice that the timestamps were in the description, but they weren't correct. Well, what are you doing? Just let your son go to bed, my dude. But they weren't correct in the video for some reason. I checked it and they just weren't right. So I'll be more careful next time so you can skip through those gross facts if you need to. But I've been kind of desensitized because okay, that's it. We're just gonna have to sell this because it's almost midnight and like, if not, then they have to stay there for another year, at which point the rolls become even riskier. Do you know what I mean? Oh, hold off for a second. Is this lady gonna actually buy something? We can't risk it. She just walked over here and left. Okay. Okay, thank goodness. So, we started today with 5,878 simoleons. We've ended today, obviously, with 18,839 simoleons. In fact, I'm going to close the sale because I don't want to have to do the math all over again. That's right, Harper. That means that today we made a profit, or this episode I should say, we made a profit of 12,961 simoleons, but we have to pay 40% taxes because we owe 10% to the church, 10% to the war effort, and 20% to the Earl. So that means that we owe 5,184 simoleons in terms of our taxes, which means that oops, I did that the wrong way, which we just saw it go backwards. It means that we should be left over with 13,655 simoleons. And there we go. So that way we gave them the 5,184 that we owed. However, we still owe 12,600. So that means that we'll be left over with 1,055 if I've done this right. Yep, there goes our 12,600 simoleons in tallage, which means that officially we've paid our tallage, and Knox and Esmond are going to be able to return to us next year. Maybe not worse for the wear, or maybe very much worse for the wear. We don't know yet. But anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this part. It's been kind of a slower one, but trust me, there's some stuff going on in the background that you might be interested in. And I'll see you in the next year, 1342. Bye-bye, everyone.